You know, boxing today, it seems like there's news breaking every single day. There's fights being announced almost every day, big fights at that. Boxing's in a good place. And sometimes, I don't know about you guys, but I find it a little bit difficult at times just to stay on top of everything between checking Twitter, checking boxing scene, going on Box Rec to see if there's anything announced. There's a lot to look for. There's a lot of platforms you need to go on. And if you look there on screen, you'll see today's sponsors, Boxing Showtimes. They've made an app that does it all for you. Look at that on screen. It shows you where you can get tickets. It gives you all the latest news. It gives you the tail of the tape. It gives you all the card details. It's going to give you details about Fury Usyk. It's going to give you details about Joshua Ngannou. It's also going to have a lot more little things thrown in there as well. The link is in the comment section. It's going to be pinned on this video and more besides soon enough. And not only that, in the comment section, there's also going to be a link, a G-Man promo, which means you can access a little bit more without ads. Now that, to quote Eddie Hearn, is a game changer. Now let's crack on with the video. All right, quick bit of news with regards Fury Usyk and the broadcast situation in the UK and the US to an extent. Pretty much know it's Dazn over. Well, it is Dazn over in the US. They've got their price revealed. I'll talk about that now in a sec, but we'll talk about what's going to happen with this fight in the UK because it's an interesting one. So, when Fury Usyk was announced, it was just, I thought it was a formality, TNT Sport. I think most people did. TNT Sport in the UK, Dazn worldwide. Not so, or not quite so. Now, I seen yesterday on Twitter, there was people tweeting that it would be a three-way deal in the UK. So it will be on TNT pay-per-view, Sky pay-per-view, and Dazn pay-per-view in the UK. And it's been revealed. Tyson Fury Oleksandr Usyk on February 17th will be shown live on TNT Sport pay-per-view, Dazn pay-per-view, and also Sky Sports pay-per-view in the UK, with fans able to buy the fight through all three major boxing broadcasters. They're saying the price is to be confirmed. Now, if you have Dazn, because I've already gone on and checked, and you go on their app, in euros, it's €23.99, which is quite reasonable, quite frankly. I mean, I was dreading the price. I was thinking, oh, good Lord, this is going to be in the 30s. No, certainly, now that could change. That could be a default, I don't know. But if you have Dazn, go on the app. Certainly in Ireland, I'd imagine in the UK it's the same. Because one of the good things about Dazn is that they don't factor in exchange rates. So when you see on Sky Sports, for example, a pay-per-view, Joshua Usyk will say is £27.99, 28 quid. It's dearer in Ireland because the euro, all that stuff. Whereas with Dazn, if it says £24.99, it's £24.99 pounds or euros. They don't care, which is quite good. So it's across all three. If it is £23.99 as well in the UK, which I'd imagine it would be, I was expecting worse, truth be told. I was expecting worse. Obviously, there's a lot of money probably going to the networks from the Saudis, so they don't probably give a damn. They're probably like, we're going to get paid either way. It's just a case of personal preference, whichever you go for. I don't think I've ever seen this. No, in fact, I've definitely never seen it. Obviously, with the day of reckoning, it was split between TNT and Dazn. Sky were just, Ben Shalom was like, please, someone, I'm here. You're there, but you're not doing all that much. But now Sky are involved in the party. They are one of the options. I would imagine that. I'd be surprised if this fight doesn't do crazy numbers because it's going to be plugged on TNT. The Zone are going to do their bit of plugging, and Sky Sports. I mean, the Premier League of Darts starts back tonight. I will imagine that's going to be front and centre on the Premier League of Darts tonight, amongst the football over the weekend. So I'd be surprised if this is going to get a lot of marketing across all major networks. It's just down to personal preference which one you go for. Quite frankly, I will probably do the TNT one, just because with the Zone, I don't want to buy it, Dazn pay-per-view, if I'm doing a watch-along, which I will be, because I don't want to be streaming and streaming to Dazn on my TV and on YouTube at the same time. I don't really want to do that. I'd rather have and didn't it go down? Correct me if I'm wrong, was it Dazn who went down on the day of reckoning briefly, or was that TNT? I don't recall TNT going down, because I remember doing that watch-along. I don't recall it doing that. But I'd just be a bit worried if it's a streaming one that there'd be a bit of lag. And whereas, with TNT, I'm not really fussed. Sky Sports is just so, I don't really want to be giving them any money, quite frankly. I'd sooner give it to TNT. I actually, to be honest with you, I'd sooner go TNT. If TNT, for whatever reason, didn't take it, I'd sooner chance my arm and do DAZN streaming, as in stream both ways, than do Sky. The hell with them. Seriously, the hell with Sky Sports, honestly. And I'm not just talking about that in terms of boxing. I just don't want to be giving any money to Sky if I can. If I can help it. So that is the situation. Personal preference. TNT, I think, just has the better team. You look at Sky, it's all right. Andy Clark's not a bad commentator. I know some people don't like him. I don't mind Andy Clark. I think he's actually all right. The rest of the team is just meh. And again, with DAZN, you've Barry Jones and Ade, who do a great job. And that's it. Andy Lee is hot and cold. Sometimes he's good, sometimes he's bad. I know with these ones, they'll probably bring the American team in. Sergio Mora is alright. Chris Mannix ain't too bad. So I'd say the DAZN will be a little bit better than Sky will, because with Sky it's the same old. And I'll be taking the TNT one for this particular one. And if it is, hopefully it's the same price across the board. Might be a bit dearer in euros, but at least we know where we stand there. Across all three, take your pick. In terms of the US, the price for there has been revealed. $70. Actually, $69.99 to be exact. So $70 essentially. US pay-per-view. I don't know how you guys do it. I really don't know how you do it. I mean, we do complain, and we do, when you're talking like in the high 20s, and it's like, damn, you guys get the pay-per-view prices in the US is insanity. It really is. It really is. I mean, some of them, 70 quid is probably somewhat on the cheaper side compared to some of the pay-per-views you just have to fork out for over the years. So that is the US one. That's going to be on the DAZN pay-per-view. So yeah, bit of breaking news. Well, it's not, is it jaw-dropping, earth-shattering breaking news, but it's across 3 platforms in the UK. Sky, TNT, DAZN. Take your pick, your preference. And yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments. I hope you enjoyed it, people. We'll talk to you in a wee bit for midweek report. And for now, I'll leave you with that. Peace.